The struggle is real. I'm not sure why I be struggling so bad, but well, I would say we're gonna get there. I try to be optimistic, but well, the optimism, I don't know if it's in the room today. But also, this gel is not drying because it's made primarily of aloe vera juice. Because I might be obsessed with it. Not might be, I just am. I'm obsessed. And so these are my final results. Welcome back, friends, or if you're new here, just welcome. It is Lauren the Soap Witch, and I am about to style my hair. So I am just freshly washed out of the shower. If you want to see my process for how I like to do that, I'll put a video here. So if you're on a laptop or a desktop, I don't know if it shows up there. Anyway, that's off topic. But I'll put the video there so you can see the wash day portion. And now I'm going to go ahead and style my hair. So I do think I'm going to fix my part, so I'm going to take this down. Usually I put this hair up just to try to retain as much moisture, water as possible. I did not put any leave-in products in my hair this time because I am doing a one product wash and go with my Strong Hold Gel. Fixing my part is usually kind of, well, I've discussed before on my channel how miserable I am at partying. And boy, well, the struggle is real. I'm not sure why I be struggling so bad, but well, I would say we're gonna get there. I try to be optimistic, but well, the optimism, I don't know if it's in the room today. It's me attempting to get practice for parting my hair, but you know, I get tired. I'm gonna split this hair up like this. I'm gonna put this side up for now. Usually I split this side in half because my hair really doesn't like being sectioned into styled into really small sections. I know that sounds crazy because that's like the thing. I think I'm gonna try 3 sections today though, because this side has quite a bit more hair than I usually do. Just me being crazy. So it's wet, but it ain't as wet as I want it to be. I want it to be dripping. So I just like to tug my hair like this and just spray and spray and spray. And spray some more. Yes, that's good enough. It's pretty soft and wet. I'm going with Slick Sorcery. Some Strong Hold Gel. And I wanted to do this on an actual wash day because I did it for a refresh that I didn't film the week before last. And that's what I'm going to start with. And it looked good. I just thought I would see how it did on a regular wash day where I'm going to go at least 5 days before I refresh it. You know, I just want to see something. And I don't need a ton of extra moisture because it's not winter. So it's not as dry outside. But also, this gel is not drying because it's made primarily of aloe vera juice. Because I might be obsessed with it. Not might be, I just am. I'm obsessed. So I always rub it in between my hands before I apply it to my hair. I see other people doing it and they all have a myriad of reasons why. But I just feel like it helps me to distribute along my hair strands better. Especially, I guess it doesn't matter as much if you're doing really, really small sections, but I don't. So I like to do a combination of raking and pressing because I just feel like that gives me the best results. I like to apply until I feel like the product is completely incorporated into my hair. I think that's looking pretty good for that section. Now make sure I got it all the way down to the ends and got the roots. I don't really like shingle or any of that other stuff because for me, the wash and go is a low manipulation style. So I avoid a lot of manipulation. And also I'm lazy. So I don't really just want to take the time. I see it looks good on a lot of people that do it, but it seems like it extends the amount of time that it takes. And one of the things that I've always been trying to do is figure out how I can not spend all of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay, get my mouth together. Wash day is self-care for me, but I also like to do some other things. So I don't want to spend like 5 hours just styling. I feel like part of the reason it became so enjoyable was because I figured out how to style my hair in a way that feels efficient. My hair still looks really good, but it doesn't take forever. Because I got ADHD and I get impatient with everything, even things that I love. All right, so I think that's good on the moisture. When doing a wash and go, you want your hair to be pretty saturated anyway. You gotta do it. That's probably not true for everybody's hair, but for the most part, you want your hair to be pretty saturated with water. One, so you can lock in that moisture. And two, when your hair is sopping wet, that's when you have the most definition. So if you're looking for definition, because everybody ain't, you're gonna define more definition than frizz if your hair is sopping wet. And I did find that to be the case for me, because when I first started trying to do wash and goes, I did realize that I was just putting product on top of frizz and it wasn't doing nothing for me. Now, part of that was because my hair was really damaged, and part of that was also because I feel like you do kind of have to train your hair. Just like people say, train straight. You do have to get your hair used to being defined, being worn and styled in its curly, coily texture. So that it just does it more easily. So like, I don't take as much effort to do my hair anymore as when I was first trying to get into this journey, because I've just been doing it for long enough. Also, understanding what your hair likes, doesn't like, that matters. Just like me testing and finding out that my hair doesn't really like small sections. It just doesn't look any better. Sometimes I feel like it actually doesn't look as good as when I use larger sections. And I do raking, but really pressing the product into the hair helps my hair to really just look its best. All right, one more section on this side. This is my highest porosity hair. Because you can have like varying degrees. You can have low porosity. Okay. You can have low porosity. You can have medium low porosity. You can have just medium porosity. You can have medium high porosity, and then you can have just high. I think I'm a mixture of medium high, mostly high. But this front is all high. I'm about to run out of water. But this front needs lots and lots of water. I can't even see a curl pattern in it when it dries if I don't apply product to it before it dries. I do think I'm just naturally high porosity, because my hair has always maybe not been this extreme, but it's been something like this for my whole life. And my oldest son is also high porosity, and my mother, her hair seems high porosity the few times I did hers for her. So I think it's hereditary for us. I think my youngest son must have gotten his from his father. I ain't got a bit of low porosity nowhere in this head. And I'm not sure what type of hair his dad had, because when he was alive, I didn't know nothing about any of this. So it's just an assumption that I'm making. So that's for the front. I tend to put a little extra product on the front as well. Sometimes I feel like it just needs a little extra help. Also, sometimes instead of putting more product, instead of like overdoing it, if I feel like my product isn't quite helping my hair turn out the way I want it to, I will add more water on top of it and work that in, just to see if that makes a difference, like if it needed more water. But sometimes that's the case. I think this is gonna be it for this side. Looking pretty good. I got all the way in the roots. And this highest porosity hair up here, I do less raking and more pressing, because I feel like extra manipulation just makes it want to frizz. So that section's all done. And then what I'm gonna do is clip this back part over so that I don't get it mixed up with the hair that I'm gonna style on this side and restyle it. Okay, so it all looks good. Go ahead and take these clips out. Looking pretty good, pretty defined. I'll give you a full turnaround. Okay. So I have been sitting under the dryer. I guess that's just my new thing. It was a test, but now it ain't very test-like. That's what I just been doing. So I've been sitting under the dryer for like 20 minutes-ish. And then I will come back. Let me focus. I've been sitting under the dryer for 20 minutes. And then I will come back and like take the diffuser and blast my roots because usually they're still wet. I use a Time-O air hype whenever I use my diffuser, blow dryer diffuser combo. I love it. It's the best. Okay. I also have a video of just what I do to diffuse my hair if I ever just diffuse, and put that there. And at the end of that, you'll also see me blast my roots with that as well, because that's what I did. So that's where I am in this jar after doing my one product wash and go. That's enough for a couple more wash and goes. And because I don't use a lot. A little goes a long way with that product. I'm a fan of. We're getting off topic again. I'm gonna go dry my hair, and then I'll be back. Okay. So I'm not gonna tell you how many hours it's been since my hair actually dried, and yeah, it's nighttime. That's irrelevant. So I got wrapped up in life and things were happening and stuff. So I sat up under the hooded dryer for 20 minutes, and then my hair just pretty much air dried the rest of the way. It gets like really hard at the top, and sometimes it'll feel dry and won't be dry. So I'll like just take my fingers and like smush it up like this to like loosen that top up and make the top sit how I want it to sit, so it just doesn't look flat and weird. And I just did the same thing on this side as well. Just kind of lift up the root some and then just give it a pat, to, I don't know, just, make it look like a little something. So I didn't feel like stretching my hair, so I didn't. And I just kind of pulled at it in some areas to just kind of help with the shape, because sometimes it wants to be all bendy and crazy looking. And so that's just pretty much all I did. And so these are my final results. We'll go ahead and give you the full turnaround, okay? So as you know, my final touch, it needs to happen. So here we go. I got a red hat. I like it. Maybe this will be the Christmas hat. I wanted to save it for Christmas though, because like red's my color. So overall, I mean, the hair turned out good. All of the styling products that I used today, the one styling product, the Slick Sorcery Strong Hold Gel I used, it was Tropical Fantasy Scented, because it is my new favorite scent. I should stop saying new. I've been using this for a while. With that being said, if you don't like Tropical Fantasy pineapple-y goodness, I also offer an apple aroma, a lavender peppermint, a spearmint eucalyptus. Did I say lemon pound cake already? Lemon pound cake, strawberry patchouli, and I also offer unscented. And I will leave a link below, the Slick Sorcery that I used today, and also what you think about today's lip gloss? Yeah. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. Tomato paste, that's today's color. I also offer a hair journal, a digital hair journal that will help you take your hair journey to the next level, or help you start one if you're looking to start one. So it's great resources in there. I'll put a link below if you want to check it out and see for yourself. So back to these. These are the test earrings. I keep lying and say I'm gonna make some more, and I haven't. I'm not intentionally trying to be a liar, but like life keeps happening, and we had discussed a little time before I get the sad disorder thing, and it's like it takes me a minute to come out of it, hopefully sooner than later. So I haven't made anything. Also, is it safe yet? It's noisy. Okay. Anywho, eventually, maybe, I don't know, life might feel some semblance of regular and normal, and I will get back to doing some more pieces because I really do. I really do want to try some more stuff out and all that. So I do have some other earrings from my 3 years ago stint when I was much more fresh and regular in my resin making journey, and so I feel more confident putting those pieces up. So I have some of those listed on the site if you want to check out the earrings. Okay, with that being said, that's pretty much the end of the, not pretty much, that's just the end of this video. That's all I've got for this one. If you like what you saw, please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and giving this video a like. And I will see you in the next one, friends. Bye.